Hi everyone, here's a short video on how to create profiles from a complicated geometry like this. So sometimes when you have created a shape that has different orientation, it's pretty hard to say perhaps I use a polyline to draw over them. So there are a couple of quick ways to do it. One of them is via this thing called the section. So it's under the curve tools, and then there is this icon here, the project curves or control points. Click on the arrow, and then you have this section logo. Okay, but before we actually use that function, we need to subdivide the curves. So altogether, I have 12 sections here, and each already been divided. So you can use the divide tool. So let's say if I delete this these nodes, control points, and I select the curve, I will just type in divid, divide, enter. It will ask me for how many segments. I will say 12, enter. There you go. Simple. So I will subdivide these curves, the middle one and the top one. So what happens is that we will be literally using these points to cut the section lines, and it should have two sections altogether. So the so-called profiles or the ribs will then butt join at this middle part here. Okay, let me just demonstrate. So the next thing is select the section, say select object, select the two objects, and then enter. Say start of section. I'll click one point here, click the other point, zoom in more. It's a bit hard to see. Okay, there you go. So it only works on 2 points. So once you've done that, you can create another section. There you go, and enter. So right now it is still pretty two-dimensional, right? So we will select the first one, first curve, and then we'll extrude EXTRUDE to create that thickness. Enter. So over here I select both sides rather than one-sided. So it expands from the profile that was created is the middle ground. Okay, so both sides, and then make sure solid is yes. Okay, and for direction, I want it to align with the middle line, because later on I want the other section, the second rib or the second profile, it needs to be fully in contact with the profile of the first one. So I will need to make sure the direction of the thickness is correct. So I will click on here and then that. So you see when I expand it, right, it's according to the middle line or the middle curve. And then the next thing I will say 0.2 for thickness, enter. There you go. So as you can see, it's aligned. The next thing I want to do is to do the same for this line. Extrude. Again, I will just specify direction. The other parameters are the same. Make sure you see a white color line so that it's definitely along the curve. Okay, and then same thing, 0.2, enter. There you go. So I will just abstract them out for you to see. Copy and paste, move. Ta-da! So fully butt join. So you continue for the rest, and you get a rib-like kind of a structure rather than a surface or a solid object like this. Right. Thanks for watching.